Hello all, it's James Johnson, aka Sulfur Blade, and I am here with a new video where we're going to talk about the Atlanta Dream, women's NBA team, and some comments that one of their players has made on CNN. Right here, we see a message from Senator Loeffler of Georgia that says, in a time when polarizing politics is as divisive as ever, sports has the power to be a unifying antidote. And now more than ever, we should be united in our goal to remove politics from sports. Well, I agree with Senator Loeffler. Though I don't know how big of a Loeffler fan I am. She's had the whole coronavirus stock thing that happened. I don't know how I feel about that, if it was just coincidental or what. But her message here is one that I can support. It makes sense. So let's continue on here and just to look at what doesn't make sense.
Unifying antidote. And now more than ever, we should be united in our goal to remove politics from sports. In a statement, the league said they will continue to use our platform, they say, to vigorously advocate for social justice. Senator Kelly Loeffler has not served as governor of the Atlanta Dream since October 2019 and is no longer involved in the day-to-day business of the team. Well, my next guest had...
All right, so the WNBA or any sports franchise should have nothing to do with social justice warfare. Corporations, sports leagues, organizations in general need to get out of the business of social justice warfare. It is a bad ideology. It is basically the ideology of the far Marxist left. They use social justice warfare platforms to push everything and anything down the throats of individuals in guises. They hide it underneath the icing of the cake. You don't really know what you're getting until you've agreed to far more than you ever thought you could possibly agree to.
And a more straightforward response to Loeffler. We don't want her, is what she said.
So, we don't want her. That's what Natasha Cloud said. That's her very intellectual comment. We don't want her. Yeah.
Joining me now is Natasha Cloud from the WNBA's Washington Mystics. I don't think you can put it plainer than that. Thank you for joining us, Natasha. So, why'd you say that? Tell me.
We don't. We have such a powerful league built up of so many strong, independent, powerful females.
Did you hear all the buzzwords? We have such a powerful league made up of so many independent, strong, and powerful females. It's like Buzzword City. It's ding ding ding. I'm holding up the buzzword placards here. I am virtue signaling for everyone to see. Check this out. Look for all of you to see. I am a social justice warrior. Let's continue on.
And we find pride in ourselves and being inclusive, our league being a safe space.
We find pride in ourselves, in our league being inclusive. If your league was truly inclusive, then it wouldn't matter if you were black or white, would it? Inclusivity is for all. It's not just for black people. It's not just for Chinese people. It's not just for Korean people. It is for everyone. When you say Black Lives Matter, what you really mean is black lives are more important than white lives. And so your message, your inclusive message, is anything but.
It's for everyone, regardless of your religion, your background, your walk of life, your sexual preference, any.
And that's all lies. Maybe you might actually believe that, Natasha, but your group doesn't. And you likely think like the group. You likely will cancel anyone who disagrees with the group because you are used to that culture. You will jump to cancel somebody that disagrees with your group thought process. I'm making a generalization about Natasha right now, but we've seen it with so many people from her ideological camp that one would have to assume that she's the same way. We know Don Lemon there would do it.
We're a safe place for a lot of people. And in this very moment...
A safe place. I hate the word safe place. You don't need a safe place. The idea that we need to have a place that's only for black people so they can be safe is stupid. It defeats the purpose of trying to create an inclusive society. It segregates. Having a safe space is the process of segregation. You want to segregate. You want to have a safe space? Well, that doesn't work. You're sending mixed messages, or you don't even know what your message really is. Which is more likely.
Using that platform and that leverage and the momentum that's behind this movement to continue to use our platforms and voices to be a voice for the voiceless. And that also means supporting Black Lives Matter. When our league is made up of 80% of black females, this directly affects us.
So let me ask you, Natasha, do you want to live in a communist society? Do you want to live in a country that doesn't have police officers? Do you want to live in a country where young children the age of 7 are shot in the head? Is this the country you want to live in?
Every single day when we take off those uniforms and we walk out into the world and we can potentially be George Floyd. Shoot, we can be in our beds and be Breonna Taylor. So for her to come out and say that we're divisive and that black...
You are divisive. And sure, any one of us could be George Floyd. Newsflash. Last year, there were 9 unarmed black men who died at the hands of cops. 9. There were 19 unarmed white men that died at the hands of cops. 9 plus 19 is 27. Out of a country of 400 million plus people. If you do the math, that's a very, 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 very small ratio. But you could sit there and try to paint this picture that you're all dying by the droves. Every day, dozens and dozens of you are dying at the hands of cops. Well, the actual truth is, right now, every day, dozens and dozens and dozens of people are dying in cities because there's no cops to protect them. That is the actual truth of what's going on right now.
Black Lives Matters movement is a divisive organization.
It is a divisive organization.
Her BS on that.
Why are people,
and I call your
some
BS.
Just don't get it. What aren't they getting? What doesn't she get? What doesn't Leftwood get?
I don't know. I would love to have a conversation with her as well.
No, you don't.
You know, not only is our league...
You would love to call her an idiot. You don't know how to have a conversation.
So to be a partial owner in that and, cheer on the sidelines and support your players, but you don't support them when they take those uniforms off.
Of course she supports you when you take your uniform off.
A Loeffler problem, that's America's problem, is they look at us as athletes and expect us just to shoot.
I don't look at you as an athlete. I look at you as a clueless young lady who's misguided and is blinded by a very bad ideology.
And score and score touchdowns and not have an opinion.
Touchdowns? This is basketball, young lady. Do you know what you score in basketball? You're a basketball player and you're saying you're scoring touchdowns?
You have announced that you are not going to be playing this season because you want to focus on social reform. That has to be tough. Tell me about that decision.
Yeah, excellent decision. Sit out your WNBA season so that you could become a bona fide social justice warfare, because we need more people like that in society. No, we really don't. Anyway, this has probably been enough of this clip. And there'll be plenty more like this. I want to start to show kind of like the daily bests of CNN and just how out of touch a huge portion of American society is with the rest of us. Anyway, I'm James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please leave a like and subscribe. And until the next time, all, peace.